Hurricanes form when warm, humid air rises from the ocean, hitting cold air. Convergent winds force the warm air into the atmosphere, where it releases heat as it condenses into clouds and rain. The exchange of heat from the surface creates a pattern of wind that spirals up around the eye of the storm. Water vapor from the ocean continues to fuel the storm. The hurricane's high winds create a massive amount of water along the front of the eye that causes storm surges as the hurricane moves over the ocean. A tropical cyclone is called a hurricane in the North Atlantic, South Pacific, and Northeast Pacific.
Longest hurricane ever recorded slams into southwestern Mexico. Hurricane Patricia brought 165-mile-per-hour winds, and up to 20 inches of rainfall is expected in some areas. It hit northwest of Manzanillo just after 7 this evening. Tens of thousands of people being evacuated from the Pacific coast of Mexico ahead of the storm today. Many people spent the day boarding up windows. Residents and tourists alike race to board buses out of town.
I'm just worried because, if we don't get out of here, and we drove into town to get out, which is not the direction we wanted to go. So if we don't make the flight, then we are riding it out here.
Senior Chief Meteorologist Robert Van Winkle, we were talking 190-mile-per-hour, 200-mile-per-hour winds.
Right.
Did decrease before it slammed
right, and
into shore.
The other good point to make is also those hurricane force winds of 200 miles an hour or 190 were only about 15 to 20 miles around the center of the storm. So it's a small, compact storm. Look at the hurricane picture here. You can see, and I'll put it into motion, you can clearly see the eye of the storm. But remember now, right around that eye is where the worst possible wind was. Watch what happened today as it moved onshore between Manzanillo and Puerto Vallarta. Right now, it is onshore and starting to weaken. The weakening process is going to be very quick because these storms do not do well when they slam into these mountains in central Mexico. There's 10, 15,000 foot mountains out there. Well, 10,000 foot anyway. So this is how the storm is going to work its way up to the northeast this weekend. And some of that moisture is headed to Texas. I'll tell you about that in our forecast coming up in just a
Thanks for tuning in.